Great. Hey, it's me, Zach. It's been a while since I made a video. As you can see, I'm using a headset now because the microphone on that is completely horrible. And I'm going to do a review again. I haven't done one in a while because I've really not cared all that much, and it's really not that big of a deal to me. But I am going to be doing a review now, and we're going to be pleading the case of All-Star Batman and Robin: The Boy Wonder. Art done by Jim Lee, and writer is Frank Miller, the all-knowing, awesome man who wrote Batman Year One and The Return of the Dark Knight. Frank Miller is the guy who made Batman the Dark Knight, as people refer to him now. He made Batman from being a detective, and that kind of stopped in the 30s, but he made Batman darker than he was. This is important to say beforehand, getting into this review, because this is about as dark as Batman will ever get. Because I think people do not like how this is written. They think Batman's just kind of crazy, and it's a shame they think that, because a crazy Batman kind of makes sense, because he's a revenge-driven superhero, such as Rorschach from Watchmen, and I feel it makes sense, because if you're driven by revenge, you're not gonna care all that much about other people. You're caring about getting the job done, which is how he wrote this Batman. And there's some reflections that you can see from Rorschach from The Watchmen. So let's get into this. As the title implies, this is Batman and Robin. He is picking up. This is basically this first volume, which is the only one out right now because Frank Miller's bad at writing on time, apparently. This is when he picks up Robin, also known as Dick Grayson, who is now Batman in the arc that Grant Morrison is writing. Which, if you don't know, Bruce Wayne Batman is in the past, and it's just been announced that there's going to be a 6-part series bringing Bruce Wayne back to now. Okay, anyways, enough with the Batman lore. All-Star Batman and Robin is about the death of Dick Grayson's parents, and the Batman picking him up to become Robin, or to be his mentor. As I said before, the way that this Batman's written is he's kind of crazy. He's a little bit nuts. I guess people just don't like it because this isn't how Batman has been written for so long. It's kind of weird because we've always known Batman as being the stoic guy that would just kick your ass and not say anything. This one's kind of from the same vein as Peter Parker a little bit, where he will say something snarky as he's kicking your ass. He also curses a lot more, and people feel that Batman is above that. But anyways, after the death of Dick Grayson's parents, if you didn't know, Dick Grayson was a carny in his early years. So he was acrobatic before Batman picked him up. And one of the acrobatic shows, a guy kills his parents. So Batman picks him up and starts mentoring him in the worst way possible, because Dick Grayson is grieving over his parents, and Batman's refusing to let him grieve for his parents in the first 6 issues or something like that. He's refusing to let him grieve. He's like, that is the last thing he needs to do. He needs to be training with me so he can become my sidekick. Or I don't think that's the original. Yeah, that's his original intent. Anyways, he picks up Dick Grayson, and the way the media views this is that he stole Dick Grayson for some reason. And for that reason, the almost Justice League of America, that being Superman, Wonder Woman, Hal Jordan, aka the Green Lantern, and the spongy guy, I can't ever remember his name, he's stretchy, he's like rubber, all get together and are like, we need to take a stop to this Batman fellow, he's just a vigilante. And they definitely don't like Batman to begin with, and it's a shame that there isn't another half of this explaining what would happen to like the formation of the JLA. So they could do an All-Star JLA, but they kind of canceled this All-Star series because of Batman and Robin, because nobody liked it. But All-Star Superman you should read, because it'll make you cry. Anyways, like I said, the reason people didn't like this is because Batman's crazy. Let's see, where was I? I lost it. Anyways, they send Hal Jordan to go confront Batman about missing Dick Grayson, and Batman hating Hal Jordan for a good reason, because Hal Jordan's really bad at using his Green Lantern ring, like making a giant flashlight to shed the light on Batman and some other stuff that's just kind of ridiculous. Batman just isn't a big fan of him because he feels Hal Jordan's stupid. Also, Batman in this book is a pompous ass, and I'm pretty sure he kills a couple people in this book. I'm not sure. Let me find a picture for you. Oh, here we go. Basically, he catches an entire gang of villains on fire, and yeah, it like I said, it doesn't really speak to his character. He'd be more like the guy to break people's bones and then having the cops come and get him. This one seems, like I said, a little bit more psychotic, and people kind of didn't like that. Anyways, they send Hal Jordan. He tells him to meet at a safe house, and Robin almost kills Hal Jordan, and it's quite funny. He hits him in the throat, and Batman has to save him. And you know, at the end of this, he sends Dick Grayson to go grieve for his parents, which is what Batman did when his parents died, and he found that it's good for that. Anyways, the reason I like this is because it's a slightly different version of Batman. It's not the same old, same old. He's a good character to mess around with, Batman. He's so iconic that you should be able to give writers a little bit of leeway with him. That's just me personally saying that. Also, the tension between him and Dick Grayson is really great, because it's a good way to view superheroes and their sidekicks. Anyways, time's up for me. If anything, download this comic book off the internet for free using a torrent and read it. If you like it, buy it. If not, you can just say you read it. That's the best I can say. I like it a lot. I bought it, of course. I think it's a good book. Alright, well, that's all the time I got. Peace out. I will make another video shortly.